Hello crafty friends, this is Gloria Parra, and today I'm super excited to show you this new collection and create something wonderful with it. Before starting, I want to welcome all my new followers. I have been getting tons of new ones, so I just want to take a little time and thank you all for being here in my little crafty corner. I hope you learned something new. I hope you feel inspired. And please say hi and leave any suggestions or comments or questions because I love reading all your comments and words. So we're gonna start with this fabulous new collection. It is a simple stories collection called Tea Garden. And I think, friends, this is one of my favorite collections of the latest ones from Simple Stories. And I just love the color combo here. I love the color story. I love the theme. It is very, very my style. So I just want to take a little time to show it to you. So it has that whimsical feel. It has some amazing colors. The bold floral here that you can cut and tuck things under. A whimsical floral that I just love with that mustardy yellow. We have the beautiful alphabet here with some awesome icons. The yellow that I was telling you that I really like, that mustard color. Little tea bags with flowers. Isn't it awesome? A beautiful lime green gingham. Another awesome floral. And the most beautiful bright pink or magenta. Another beautiful floral here. Another gingham and teal. These teapots are so cute. I just adore them. And this beautiful polka dot. These tags, friends, they're awesome. Simple Stories does the best tags. So you could create a beautiful layout only with tags that would look really cute. Here we have lots of potential to tell our stories. We have little journaling spots, and I just love them. I always need 2 of those because I'm for sure gonna use this side and the back side. These paper, I need 2 of these as well because I just love, I think I'm gonna stitch on it. I think we will use this paper for this layout today. I really like it. And this one has like little flowers, very whimsical, very cute. And the cut up parts with some beautiful gnomes and the umbrellas and the little tea bags. So lots and lots of little cut up parts that you can create beautiful layouts with. So those are the pattern papers, of course the stickers. I just love the little guys here and the little florals. They're just a beautiful collection. You can tell that I'm excited, right? It is a smaller collection though. It's not a full collection because I'm missing my chipboard frames, friends. I really love those. And these one doesn't have it. So you get the floral pack. You need a couple of these ones because those are always a must in every layout that we create. This is the icons, the bits and pieces, beautiful designs as well. Lots of potential there. I love the journaling bits and pieces. Look at that little 3 frames there with the florals on the bottom. It's just a lovely, lovely pack to get. So if you need to get 3, I would get those 3. And of course you get the deco brads, the enamel dots that are awesome. These big bits are super, super fun. They have the flower pots, you have the umbrellas, and they are big, friends. So you need them all. I'm sorry, but you need this collection. If you haven't, go check it out. I'm leaving some links down below. They're affiliate links. They won't cost you anything extra, and they will help my little channel grow. So I appreciate it if you help me that way. So the couple last things, of course, they make the most beautiful chipboard stickers. These are the best foam stickers you will find. They really stick, friends, and they are just fabulous for all your title possibilities. You also get the 6x8 pad that has different designs. These are perfect for the girls that make the 6x8 albums. Really, really fun patterns. I love that the patterns are shrinked a little, so they are just wonderful. You see, you get little scenes and little sayings. So yes, you need this collection. Trust me, it is a very fun one. Okay, friends, so let's start this layout. And this is where I want to start. I will use a white color vibe cardstock as my base. And I have cut that pattern paper, the beautiful rainbow color pattern paper, into half. So it's 6 inches wide. And I want to make this paper the focus of my layout. I have the idea of creating 2 embellishment clusters, like 2 floral clusters here on both, on the left corner and the right corner, and work my design from there. Okay, so I was also thinking, friends, of cutting these lines individually and bringing in one of my favorite tools, which is this fringe scissor that cuts little strips like this one. I went ahead and cut my strips, some of them. So I will show you, maybe you have this scissor in your stash and you want to use it. So what I do is I just place my scissor and I leave like 1/4 of an inch on the top. That way I can add my adhesive and just have those fringes. The trick is not to go entirely to the end. So you just place your scissor, you open and you close, calculating 1/4 of an inch at the top. So it's really easy and the result is so fun. So I will use this very special photo here. She's my best friend's daughter and my goddaughter. So I just want to talk about the very special relationship that my girls have with her. And it was her birthday, so it's just the perfect occasion to use this little fringes that remind me so much of a party, right? So I will do that for all my little strips here. I would not use these one on the back. I just have that half piece there to show you how it would look. And then I'm going to show you another fun tool that Simple Story has that I want to use in this layout. So just a little trick, when you're using this scissors, you come to an end and you are missing just a little spot there. I find it easier to cut with a pair of scissors than to try to cut with this one and end with a hole there. So just bring in a regular scissor and just create your fringe. And of course, friend, if you don't have this kind of tool, you could perfectly create this just making cuts. Okay, so I'm gonna do that with all my strips here. And I will come back so we can try this idea. And if I don't like this idea, I will save this pieces for another layout that I also have in mind. And we can just work with the regular pattern paper without fringing the lines, okay? Okay, my fringes are all done and I love how it looks. I love all the texture that it gives, but I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna use them or I'm gonna use the piece without the fringes. But let's move this aside for a while and I will create my frame for my photos here. So this is a tool, friends, that I love using, and maybe you have them or maybe you've seen them and you don't know how they work, but these are page templates from Simple Stories and they are perfect to put together layouts. You see, it gives you some ideas at the back so you can use them on the side. You can switch them to whatever side you like. I want to use them today like this, but you get lots of ideas and you get the perfect frame. You can replace the spots. You can also make it shorter. Today, I think I'm gonna use only 2 photos, and they come in a bunch of different designs. They come in 12 by 12 and they come in smaller formats. So if you haven't seen them, I invite you to check them out. I'm gonna leave a link down below so you can go and see them. And today I will use this one because I don't want to cover that strips of pattern paper, of course. And this is really easy to use. I hope you can see because it's very transparent, so it's a little hard. But the way that you use it is it gives you the sizes of the photos. So you can use a 4x4 and 4 2x2 inch photos. So you just put your photos in there. And I have 3 2x2s, so I'm thinking of just using 2 here and making this frame a little shorter. Okay, and now you come with your pencil and you can very lightly draw a line, just a little mark of where your cut will go. You pick it up and you bring in your trimmer and just make the cuts. So now I'm gonna add this pink gingham pattern paper. This is from the 6x8 paper pad because I just want to add a second frame that brings in that tone on her dress, on her pink dress, and ties this, like all these photos together. Okay, so I have my frame ready and I just decided to keep things simple for this layout. I think it is a little too distracting with the fringes. It is beautiful, but I'm gonna use it in a different way. I already have an idea. So yeah, I'm gonna use the pattern paper just as it is, and I'm gonna put this fringes aside for a while and we will work on this one. So this piece, friends, come from the Big Bits. It's a very, look, it's almost the size of my hand and I love it. So one cluster will go on the right, on the bottom right, and one on the left. This one I believe is from the floral pack. It is an amazing pack. And I was thinking of maybe bringing down here this label or looking for a fun label there. I also thought of bringing this beautiful banner piece. This is a chipboard piece. And I just want to bring the like party vibes to this layout. So maybe we can tuck it under and move things a little. I just want my photos to be on the right so I can appreciate this beautiful pattern paper. I was also thinking that I could stitch the lines or do something fun. So if you're up to that, you can stitch it with the same color thread and just create some fun pattern there. So now let's start adhering, and I will leave 2 inches from the left border. I will adhere it at 2 inches, and I will try to put my adhesive far from the edge. That way I can tuck in the florals that I want to use. Okay, so let's try to line this up. I've made a little pencil mark to know where my 2 inches are. There we go. So I have my paper adhered, and that way, you see, friends, I can tuck my floral pieces. I will put some foam adhesive to this one so I can have it a little pop it up a little and make it be a little. So I will adhere my photo frame with some 1-inch adhesive, 1mm foam adhesive, just to pop it up a little and make it stand out more. Don't forget to leave the borders free because we will tuck some things under, so don't take it all the way to the borders. For the florals, let's try to give it a little dimension. I like pinching my flowers a little without creasing them, but just making them come to life a little, giving them some dimension. Now I will bring in these. I like this pink one because I like how it balances out the color a little. It brings that pink at the top, it brings it to the bottom. So I'm just gonna lift that layer a little because I like to have my layers go in under different ones, you know, like I have the floral under the first layer, so I want my label under the second one. That gives your page more interest. It's like they're coming from different places, you know, so that's what I like to create with tucking things under different layers. And now for my title, I'm gonna use this Smiles foam sticker, and I want to just layer it on top of my photo and on top of my label here. I will use the foam banner at the top that I showed you. I just adore this piece here, and I'm gonna bring it all the way to the right. And I will use, this is another foam sticker. This is a little like a birdhouse, and I want to layer it. We're gonna use some foam, friends, just to pop it up a little and have those beautiful layers that look so pretty. I also have some small flowers that I want to tuck under different places here to extend my floral piece a little. I have this little frog that I just love. My daughters are so into frogs right now. They have frog plushies and they just love them. So I want to incorporate that there. And I have another banner, another chipboard banner that I want to bring down here. Okay, so I think that's the bones of the layout, and then we will finish with some touches. But I really like how it is looking. I think I can now commit to adhering everything. I like that we can see the paper, we can see all the beautiful colors, and I love how it's balanced and the little party banners up here and down here. Maybe I was also thinking of like cutting it and using like different banners coming from one side, but I just really like how this one's looking, and I don't have to do nothing to it. So let's start adhering, and we will finish the layout with some sprinkles, with little foam stickers or hearts, and we will finish this. Okay, I have everything adhered now, and I've created 3 little clusters, embellishment clusters here. I printed my journaly directly to my tags, so I do that by taking my tags to my scanner, scanning them, and taking them to Photoshop, and I just use the text tool and add my words. I love how that looks. clean and it's really fast. I promise that's something I need to show on a video because I have it in my to-do list and I'm gonna do it very soon. So now comes the last part, which I like to call the confetti part, and it is where I use the little foam butterflies or bees. We have tons of little things that could go on those corners. And I also want to add some of the deco brads maybe to some of the centers of my flowers, just to add that extra little shine and detail. So let's see what would work. I love this little bee, so maybe he can be coming up here. Maybe the little fly can be. I just want to make sure I bring some color down here. So you know, the fly is too similar to my frog, so maybe that one works better. Just whenever you're placing your confetti, make sure you bring in the color that's missing or that you think would work best. Okay, so I'm gonna finish adding some of the deco brads here. So I like putting uneven numbers, and I have 3 here, so 2 here. I also added 2 little word strips from the sticker sheet up there. You get tons of those on the sticker sheet, so I love just using what fits my story. And I wanted to bring in as the last detail this little bee that I'm popping up. This is a chipboard sticker that I've added some foam adhesive, and just that way I get my 3 bees around my embellishments. And I think that's it, friends. I love this page. I really like it. I'm still debating if I should add a 3rd little banner here. Maybe I will try it, and that would go, I would cut it and it would go under. But I'm dying to use this piece for another layout, so I'm not sure about it. So let me tell you what you think on the comments. I love reading you. I love getting to know my followers a little better. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed and learned something new. Until the next video, bye-bye.